Hey guys, this is CH Piper here again. This is another 4 vs 4 31k Rome Total War battle replay. And in the previous battle, it was myself, Cleanliness, Parker, and Iberos Turu. And we were playing against Germania faction. It was like 4 vs 4. 4 Roman factions. Well, I think it was 4 with Macedon, 3 with Macedon, versus 3 Roman factions with Germania. And we lost that battle. And I was saying before how if you combine barbarian units with urbans and cavalry, it makes a very, very powerful attacking force. And the next battle after that was this battle, and I said that I actually brought Britannia to the battle. This is the first time I actually used Britannia in 31k. Iberos Leg Tutmosis, he gave me a few pointers, and basically the idea is you've got to play with your team. So you bring a lot of head hurlers and you bring chariots. So it's a very, very powerful attacking army. However, it doesn't take attack too well, so you need your teammates to protect you. So when we were in the lobby, we chose our factions. I chose Britannia, but then Pompey chose Egypt. And I talked with Cleanliness and ScorpyKing, and we both agreed that it was likely Egypt was taken for the archers. So I said that we had to win the archer war to protect the head hurlers. So Cleanliness, he said he would bring 10 archers. So he has 10 Cretans, go gold, 10 Spartans. And Parker has the same army as last time. He has 2 archers, 6 cavalry, and urbans. Pompey, who is Egypt, he brought 2 units of Egyptian chariots, and he brought 4 units of regular chariots. And bringing the Egyptian chariots kind of surprised me, or the Egyptian general chariots. These 2 are general, because they don't get a Cantabrian circle, but they're very powerful in melee attack. So he's probably bringing that more for the attacking ability rather than the actual missile, because when these guys are stationary, they're very prone to taking damage from missiles, because they don't get the Cantabrian circle. I've brought 6 chariots and 14 head hurlers. Now these head hurlers are almost full upgraded. The chariots they're gold. 2 of them have, I think it's 2 chevrons. The rest have 1 chevron. So I wanted these chariots to be very powerful. If you just take a look at the Egyptian army, he has 7 units of Pharaoh bowmen go gold, and he has 6 chariots, 2 of them Egyptian general chariots, the rest phalanx. These phalanx are fairly powerful, they're gold with 1 chevron. Okay, TALOS, we're fighting against TALOS as well. TALOS brought a lot of phalanx, and I think it's like 5 units of Cretan archers. And we have MarkHunt. So this is the same team as before, MarkHunt. A lot of urbans there. And I think he also has some hidden in the swamp area as well, some cavalry. So he has 2 units of cavalry and a dog unit in the swamp area. The rest are urbans. And STEVELONGSHANKS, 6 cavalry, 2 archers, the rest are urbans. So 5 units archers there, plus the Egyptian Pharaoh bowmen, so that's going to be 12. So there's 14 archers there. My other teammate, Scorpion King, he's another really great player at 31k. It was agreed that Clemus would bring, I actually thought Clemus would bring 8 archers. He actually brought 10 archers, and just as well. Scorpion King brought 6 archers, 6 cavalry, and he brought urbans as well. So the idea is, use the archers to take out the enemy archers, defend the archers with the urbans, and also defend the head hurlers from the archers. But once these guys start throwing the heads, they do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage on morale, and the chariots are really, really powerful. These chariots are the best in the game. With the chevrons, it makes them really, really powerful. So right now, we check out the left flank. Pompey has withdrawn his Egyptian general chariots, and these guys get arrows as well, and hit points. So they're fairly powerful, but they're not as powerful as the barbarian warlord chariots. And we can see here, Parker's lined his urbans, and we told Parker to play. We didn't really know who Parker was. I didn't know who he was. Clemus didn't know who he was, and I don't know if Scorpion King knew who he was, but I think he was like a friend of someone. So we're not really too sure of his abilities, but we told him to play defensively and to protect the archers. So Clemus has lined his archers, and Scorpion King has put his archers on the right flank. And you can see there he did get some kills on the urbans when they ran back. They turned their backs on the archers. So we talked before about, we actually lost the previous battle to this. The previous battle it was the same players, except it was with Iberos Turu, and he had to leave to do something. So his spot was filled with ScorpyKing-SR, and I played with Scorpion King before, and he's a really great player. He's featured in some of my previous videos, and he's a really great player at 31k. I think he also plays some CWB as well, so he's a very, very well known player. So looking back at the archers, we do have 16 archers, 10, well actually, yeah, we got 10 archers from Clemus. Parker, he brought 2 as well, so that's actually 18 archers in total, because Scorpion King brought 6. And what happened there is, I think it was, MarkHunt had 2 units of cavalry hidden in the swamp with the dogs, and the dogs have been upgraded, and the dogs are there to decrease the morale of the enemy cavalry and to get the rout. So it's 8 cavalry versus 6 with the dogs, so it's likely that Scorpion King will lose this battle. So I brought over my chariots here, and these guys will back up Scorpion King. So these guys are going to run in here, and as soon as these guys hit, it will cause STEVELONGSHANKS to rout, and we didn't want Scorpion King to rout there, so I just put them straight in. I could have surrounded, but these chariots are so powerful that it probably wasn't necessary. So that's MarkHunt's cavalry being wiped out, and a lot of STEVELONGSHANKS cavalry's been wiped out as well. I think they're wanting to bring over cavalry at the same time to support the infantry over to support the cavalry, but I think there was a timing issue. We were able to bring all the chariots there, and wipe out the cavalry. So a slight mistake on the opponent's part there. They left the cavalry vulnerable, but they still have the archers over here, and they do have all of Talos's phalanx and Talos's archers. So what Pompey should have really done here is just check out the layout of the armies. You have the archers here, but if you check out the head hurlers, they're so far away from the head hurlers that right now they should really be running over with Talos, because that's where the battle's going to happen. So we can see the archer war happening between Cleomenes, and he's firing arrows at the Macedon pikemen. So the archers are really important in this battle. Whoever wins the archer battle has a great advantage. These head hurlers, they don't have any armor. Well, they have very little armor. Don't have any shields. So they're very, very vulnerable to arrows. So we actually threw in some heads at that unit there and did some damage. But you can see the testudo formation is very powerful against enemy arrow fire. So it wasn't that effective there. So we're going to withdraw there. MarkHunt put all of his troops into testudo. And I was actually checking the PIDs before the battle. MarkHunt's actually King's Cataclysm. But he's playing with BH tags, so I don't know whether he's actually left the King's clan. A lot of these clans are going inactive now because the game's quite old, and joined BH clan. We'll just quickly check the left flank there. Parker was engaged with the Egyptian chariots, and he was actually able to kill the Egyptian general, which has caused the rest of the chariots to rout. And chariots are they have an advantage over cavalry, but they don't always beat cavalry if they get clumped together and can't move. They become restrictive and very vulnerable to attacks. That's what happened there. We told Parker to put his cavalry into guard mode to help attack the cavalry, because we do have a bit of a cavalry disadvantage in this battle. It's only ScorpyKing-SR, Parker and myself that brought cavalry, and Egyptians brought a lot of chariots. So we can see there Scorpion King taking out the last of MarkHunt's cavalry, and I have my chariots there, and my chariots on the right flank. I'm really put them there to back up Scorpion King. I want to protect his archers there. So Cleomenes has brought over his phalanx there. Scorpion King has a line of urbans there to protect the phalanx from pikes, from Pila rather. I've charged in my Barbarian Warlord chariots, and these guys won't do a lot of damage, but I really wanted to bring forward these urbans. We want to get these head hurlers in combat, because if these guys charge forward, these guys will not withstand melee combat with the urbans. So we're going to basically use Scorpion King's final urbans there as kind of a blocking unit. We're going to use him to hold back the urbans while we throw in as many heads as we can, and these head hurlers will just destroy the urbans. Now the head hurlers do two things. They have a very, very powerful missile attack. These heads do a lot of damage, but also they absolutely destroy the morale of the enemy. So what's happened here is Cleomenes is attacked from the side there. I'm bringing in my chariots here to run through and attack the urbans, whilst the head hurlers are throwing their heads. So that's a massive morale shock, that combination right there, on STEVELONGSHANKS' army. You see there at least about 15 units of urbans just routed simultaneously. And also I've put my head hurlers into guard mode as well, and that means that if any of these urbans do actually engage the head hurlers, it means that the front units will attack it with swords, but the units behind, the soldiers behind, will keep on throwing heads. And that's where the main strength of the head hurlers lie. They've got a powerful missile attack, and that's what they should be used for primarily. If you have them in guard mode, it means that they'll keep on throwing heads until they rout, and only the soldiers at the front of the line will engage with swords. So we can see here Parker bringing through his urbans there to attack the Egyptian line. Cleomenes has brought forward his Spartans there to attack Talos with Scorpion King's urbans. And also be noted that Parker did a lot of damage to the Pharaoh bowmen with his cavalry, and I've just brought forward my barbarian warlord chariots, and they're going to run through. I think that's that's MarkHunt right there. So the morale shock of these chariots just made these units right there. So we've routed about 5 units there without really doing that much attacking. It's just the morale effect. And we've got a bit of a mass rout going on here. We've mass routed the left flank of the enemy. Cleomenes is pushing forward with the Spartans, and my chariots are coming around the sides there. So we've got a bit of a momentum at the moment, so we're going to take advantage and push right forward. Cleomenes pushing forward, Scorpion King doing a great job by using the cavalry there to mop up the urbans. And we still have Egypt there with the Pharaoh bowmen, and they've actually just routed there. So the advantage of bringing so many archers to the battle, we made our infantry line quite weak, but enabled Britannia to break through, cause a mass rout with the chariots. So as long as the archers can protect the head hurlers, it means Britannia can do a lot of damage, and that was actually a heroic victory there. We'll just check out some of the kills there. I had about 1,800 kills. Parker about 750. Cleomenes about 1,350. Scorpion King about the same kills as myself. He played really well in this battle, did a great job with the archers. Talos about 450. MarkHunt about 690. STEVELONGSHANKS about 266. And POMPEY 777. And there's not very many kills on the enemy side, and they played well, but the mass rout denied a lot of kills from STEVELONGSHANKS with the chariots, and it's a very powerful faction. 4 versus 4 Britannia at 31k, but everyone played really well. It was good teamwork on our side, bringing all the archers. That really helped me out, and it was a bit unlucky for Pompey losing his general that was in the chariot unit. But that was a great battle. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Again, thanks for watching, and this is CH Piper signing off.